Have you ever felt lonely in the Christian life where you're believing in this and this is the core of who you are? You love Christ to the very core and you just want to connect with people on this level, and all you want to talk about is spiritual things, but the people around you don't. You might be someone who was saved and you have unbelieving family and friends, and you're just struggling to connect with them in the way that maybe you used to when you weren't saved. The things that you're talking about, the conversations can seem rather dull and meaningless compared to spiritual things because of the place that you're in right now. Or maybe even you're going into church and the people in church, you're going in there and expecting to have this fellowship and connect with people that share the same heart and mind. But before the services and after the services, people aren't talking about God or the Bible, they're talking about worldly affairs. And you're feeling disillusioned and you're thinking, this isn't the type of community that I want to be part of. Aren't these people supposed to share the same heart as me? And it's so easy to feel so lonely and discouraged. And you have this fellowship with God, which is so amazing, and you know you're never alone, and He understands the deepest part of you that no human possibly can. But you want that fellowship with other believers. God created us for that fellowship with other believers, and you're just struggling to find it. And you just become so frustrated. I love what one preacher said. It was something along the lines of, if you have even one brother or sister in Christ that you connect with deeply at that level, then you're one of the most blessed people in the entire world. And I can understand that because I see so many people in the comments on the channel that they don't have anyone at all to connect with. And that's such a lonely place. For me, over the years, I've gravitated towards people that share the same heart and mind, that want to talk about these things. I don't understand people that have Christian friends that catch up and they don't really even talk about God. That doesn't make any sense to me. If I was going to catch up with someone who doesn't talk about God, I'd rather catch up with an unbeliever, because then at least I can witness to them and be a light to them. If I'm going to catch up with a Christian, I want someone that's passionate about talking about God. I love what one other preacher said when he was driving in a car with someone and they were talking about different worldly things, and he says, I need to stop for a moment and just pray for forgiveness that we spent 15 minutes not talking about God. Now, I'm not saying we have to go to that extreme. We can talk about all different things, but what I'm getting at is that there's just this heart's desire that always wants to bring it back to God. God isn't the peripheral on the outside. He's the center and the lens through which we view everything that we're doing. And the whole goal and the whole purpose is to know Him more and to love Him more and to become more like Jesus. So for those of you out there who don't have that fellowship, I know that watching these videos doesn't take the place. It doesn't substitute that fellowship. God created us for fellowship with other believers. But I just want to tell you that I share your heart, and I hope that as you watch these videos, maybe you can feel even less alone, just knowing that there's someone there who's talking about this stuff and we can interact in the comments. And for those of you who do have that fellowship with others, maybe just a reminder to truly appreciate how special that is. It's so easy to focus on the things that we don't have and where we're not in life, but maybe just taking a moment to focus on those beautiful brothers and sisters in Christ that we do have in our life, and being very thankful to God for that. I would love to hear your comments on this issue, because I know that you probably have a lot to say. Post them below and tell me what you think, maybe where you're at, and I would love to be able to interact with you as well. So I hope this message has blessed you, and let us be grateful for every blessing that God has given us. God bless you.